Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. The Horned Frogs will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. The Red Raiders offense will have the football first. There are always butterflies to start a game, and when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Red pass, it's complete. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Horned Frogs offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Trying to set up the screen. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Motion from the wideout. Trying to pound it in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab down the middle. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Catch in the middle. It's Morris. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the 1st down. And the Horned Frogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down.
Bro, come on, man.
For the 3rd time today.
That's 3 tip interceptions. Come on.
Touchdown, Red Raiders. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Awesome awareness by the D-lineman on this play. You just can't do it any better. He knew he wasn't going to be able to get there and get the sack, so he slowed himself down, got his hands in the air, plucks it out of mid-air, keeps his balance, and takes it in for 6.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly. He's got it down the right side. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
The screen, he's got wheels, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game. Defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. From From the gun, running back gets the give. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Red Raiders moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Agbana. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Agbana. And the Red Raiders send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They're quickly in a 10-point hole, trailing 17-7 and needing to put together a drive. Gets rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Gee. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Grabbed in the middle. It's Green. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. He wants to take the top off. Makes the catch down the right side. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is... Snags it! And he will score! Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Got his man. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Give to the single back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
receiver going in motion. Going to sling it on second down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. The Red Raiders had tough field position to start this drive, but into the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
Texas Tech, 24, TCU. 14.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
A little release to the back. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, look, I know this guy's not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space.
He's got it inside the 30. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fired in there, but incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Horned Frogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Hill. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Second down, he'll throw it. Let's it fly. Touchdown, TCU! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
This guy's been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the third game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner will be brought down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Here's the handoff. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Red Raiders will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch right at the 50. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Well, This offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Finds his tight end. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Picked off.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Tackle is made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And his fifth interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
And I think this offensive coordinator is going to be frustrated with his quarterback. You got the lead. You want to get more points. You want to be aggressive, but you cannot put the ball in harm's way near midfield. Now you've given the defense a chance to now go score points and maybe take the lead in this football game.
Looking to throw on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making it.
And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Picked off and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Off the play fake on first down. Ample time in the pocket and lets it go to the left. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Working the middle. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the boot, looking for his man. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
We'll send the tight end in motion. Now the play fake. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And the returner will be knocked down. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. The give to the single back. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
The Red Raiders will boot away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of it.
There he goes. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch? The Horned Frogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery.
He'll take a deep shot here. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. You got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games. You know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Leaves it with the running back. Got room at the 35. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
If you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Finds his man. It's Agbana. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Probably the only people upset about going for it on fourth. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first down. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Red Raiders back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they take it in for 6 more points. A remarkable grab just keeps piling up scores.
I'm about to say, remarkable day. I mean, a remarkable career. Goodness gracious. This is a day that you just dream about having. You have these days in high school, but not in college. You're like, dang, this is as good as it gets. Nobody can stop him. He's absolutely in the zone.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Now on second down. Gets the back moving. On the move. Creates a little room. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Quarterback adapted. Fires on the move. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. They're going to throw it to start the drive. On the run, fires downfield. Got a man in the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. The snap sets up to throw. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. From the gun, running back on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
On the run, still looking. Hit as he throws. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. This offense has it with really good field position. On the run, it's Brewer.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They looked finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Last completion moves the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing.
Touchdown, TCU! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Quickly to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost one down the sideline. Makes the grab on the right. Off and running. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. Got him downfield. there to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. Looking downfield on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Brings it down on the right side. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They move on top here in the fourth.
I think that's the hardest part about coaching 18 to 22-year-olds, David, is complacency is something you're always trying to fight. They were the higher-ranked team coming into this game. Looked like they were just, kind of cruising through early, had some miscues, but they fought their way back, and now they have the lead.
And they definitely were sleepwalking. And they knew they were the better team, but they dug themselves a huge hole. I love the response. They got punched right in the mouth, but they didn't quit, and they didn't pout, they didn't sulk, and they responded really well. They got on a heater, man, and they took the lead in this.
Turning it on! He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the ground, he's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And the Red Raiders will call on their punt team. Saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Red Raiders have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Sets up the screen. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
You wonder about that play call on 3rd and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more real estate, but it didn't fool the defense. They create another negative play.
He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. There he goes to the right. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And guys, the defense's head might be spinning a little bit after giving up that huge gain on the first play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Set sail out of the end zone. And the returner will be brought down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. He'll take the deep shot. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much appreciated lifeline. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. Calls for the fair catch, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Kicking interference.
You got to give him room and let him catch the football, and if he's called for the fair catch, you just have to stay back. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on third and long. A strike downfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. And the Red Raiders are on the move. They'll give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you a huge third down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Powers through the defender. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll keep it himself. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this team's belief in their self. I love the way they responded. Listen, you're playing against a ranked team, a perceived better team. You get down early, but you don't quit, Jesse. You keep fighting, and they took the lead in this football game. You talk about heart and belief, they got it.
You're absolutely right, Dave, and that's one of the things this coaching staff is always harping on this team about. You play until there's zeros on the clock. You keep fighting. It doesn't matter how much you get down by. You play the next play, and they slowly but surely have scratched and clawed their way right back into this game.
They'll send the back in motion. Leaves it with the back. Makes it past the marker. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The give from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points, and running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. With the catch, it's Hill. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
These slot receivers are being featured and highlighted in every great offense in college football. You find guys with that kind of speed, and now you isolate them on safeties, on linebackers, and big plays follow.
Takes the easy completion. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I think on offense here in a 2-minute situation, down a possession, you got to think about taking shots down the field. The quick game, these screens, bubbles, swings, that's not going to work here.
Catch in the middle, it's Green. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Pushes toward the goal line. Touchdown, Hard Frog! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And what a job by the offense, coming up with a huge play when they absolutely had to have it the most. There are virtually seconds left on the clock right now. Big-time players making big plays in big games to close this thing out.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Cortez. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. There he goes. And this feels like the exclamation point. The defense with a scoop and score. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in.